Alright, y'all, so I'm about to head out, but before I go, I wanted to talk about something that really is like really annoying to me, and I don't have this problem in my relationship, but this is something that I've encountered before, and I'm sure a lot of you do too. But I want to talk about entitled people, entitled femmes, entitled studs, just entitled people, period. Nothing worth having comes easily, and anything that you want, you have to work for. Okay, whether it be something that costs money or whatever, like clothes, food, whatever. Okay, so but entitled in terms of dating is what irritates the shit out of me. Okay, most women that I know just are not okay with being made to feel like they're inferior to their male counterparts, to studs, to anybody. And especially the black women that I know are not taking shit from anybody. They're not having anybody tell them that they're less than or telling them what to do, how to do it. They're just not having it, right? So why is it that so many of you femmes have this entitled attitude? I don't know if it's because you met somebody who was dumb enough to go for that shit and you got used to it, but it doesn't rock. It doesn't. Especially when you're an adult, okay? You're 21 and up or whatever, 18 and up, whatever. Whatever age you feel like you're a woman, you need to act like such and be responsible for your own shit. The things that you want, you need to get it yourself. The bills that need to be paid, pay them yourself. Stop depending on people, okay? A lot of femmes feel like, well, because I'm a femme and you're a stud or an AG or a butch or whatever, you need to pay my rent, pay my phone bill, get my nails done, get my hair done, buy me shoes, purses, take care of my kid that's not yours, okay, babysit for me, do daycare and shit. Now, some of the shit that I've listed may be done out of, I don't know, kindness, whatever. Me personally, I wouldn't mind helping out my partner financially if she needed it. Wouldn't mind buying her a pair of shoes, whatever. Things like that are okay. But realize that you may get those things out of the kindness of a person's heart and not because you're entitled to it, okay? A lot of you women want to half-ass the role of being independent, okay? So you don't like being told what to do or how to do it or where to go, when to go. You don't like to feel like you have a leash, on you or a collar around your neck. So you claim you're independent and you're grown, but in the next breath, you're expecting your stud or your man or whatever to do all of this shit for you, like serve you like a servant, So you want somebody dominant, fine. You want somebody that can take care of home and handle you, whatever the hell that means. Then expect that treatment all around, okay? You cannot tell somebody that you want them to take care of you, but then in the next breath express that you're an independent woman. You're not. You're not. If somebody, does these things for you out of the kindness of their heart, then so be it. If they do it because they're stupid and they're a duck, then so be it. But I don't understand why so many of you feel like people have to do things for you. You have to do for you, nobody else. Just because somebody takes on the role of your girlfriend or your boyfriend does not mean that they're your parent. They're not responsible for taking care of you financially, for getting you materialistic things, and it's just not, it's not real, you know what I mean? Now, there are some studs and some femmes who model the old 1940s, 1950s housewife, stereotype of a relationship where the stud, goes to work and the femme stays home. And she does whatever the stud wants her to do. If that's what you like and that works for you, so be it. But most people I know these days, 2011, almost 2012, it's not happening. It's really not. Especially not in my age group, not in the 20s, not anybody in the 30s. It's one thing to do the whole marriage and take care of home thing, but yeah, you're not entitled to these things. These things have to be earned. For one, the treatment that you want, it has to be earned. You have to give what you expect to get back, okay? And now for the studs, well, actually, wait, hold on, back to the femmes. One reason that I've heard of femmes being entitled is because they feel that they're bad bitches. First of all, if I called you a bitch, I'm sure you'd feel some kind of way. You want to be treated like a woman, like a lady. You want to be respected, but you don't even respect yourselves, really, okay? So for starters, let's stop calling yourselves bitches, all right? You want to be called a woman and treated like a woman, act like one. Don't accept anything less, all right? And be a woman that can stand on her own 2 feet. I don't mind pulling out the chairs and holding open the doors and shit, but don't expect me to take care of whatever the fuck you want me to. That's your business and not mine. You feel me? Especially if we're not married and we're dating. Stop. Come on. I'm not going to bend over backwards and go all out for you because you're entitled, and you're entitled because what you feel like you're a bad bitch. At the end of the day, looks fade. Alright? 60, 70 years from now, when you're sagging and you got dentures and shit, what you gonna say then? Oh, well, I'm lonely, I never got married because I was high maintenance and I was a bad bitch and nobody wanted to tolerate that. What the fuck? Like, looks fade. Okay? First of all, a lot of you chicks running around saying you're a bad bitch look a hot mess. But you think that because you're throwing on what's trendy for right now, that you're fly. Alright? Not everything looks good on everybody. What, because you have on Prada sneakers and a Gucci belt and a Fendi purse and whatever the hell else is hot right now, that you look good? No. Not everything looks good on everybody. And sometimes that shit is excessive and tacky. Me personally, I would rather have the chick that's rocking Payless and rainbow everything with a brain that can treat me good, as opposed to somebody who has on all the latest expensive shit with a hood rat mentality. It's, you know, look, like I said, looks fade. It doesn't mean shit. But not to mention, if the person you're dating or the person you're trying to get with isn't calling you a bad bitch, but you're telling them that you're a bad bitch, that means you're the only one that thinks you're a bad bitch. Really. Nobody declared it bad bitch day for you. Alright? So, if you're going to be entitled to all of this shit that you want, let it be for something a little more realistic. Being a bad bitch is not going to cut it for me. Technically, there's a lot of beautiful females out here. There's a lot of models. There's a lot of whatever kind of chick you're into. There are millions, there are billions of people on the planet. Women come a dime a dozen. Seriously. Right? Now, for the studs who feel entitled because they're the man and, oh, I'm a king, so let me come home and I'm going to put my feet up and you're going to do the dishes and you're going to cook and you're going to wash my drawers and iron my clothes and then you're going to twist my dreads and you're going to grease my scalp and braid my hair and I'm going to lay here and you're going to give me head. No, 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 that's not how shit works. It's not okay to be like that. It's not. Alright? Put yourself in your partner's shoes. Would you be okay with doing all that shit? Probably not. And don't say, oh, because I'm a stud, it's different. No, it's not. You still have a vagina. You're still a woman. Alright? It's a firm belief of mine that relationships should be as close to 50-50 as possible. Some people may not feel like that's realistic, but nobody wants to be doing 90 and their partner's doing 10. It just doesn't work like that. Alright? Talking about how, oh, you got swag, you're a swagged out boy, swagged out nigga, swagged out stud, whatever. There's a lot more swagged out studs out there. And what you ain't willing to do for her, somebody else will definitely do. So you need to step your shit up. Stop being lazy with this I'm a king shit. And be a fucking adult. Be a so-called man about your shit. And stop being a little boy. Real shit. That shit drives me nuts. It does. How can you expect more than what you're willing to give your partner? Expect them to just deal with your shit. Like, stop being entitled. Get a job. You know, you may want your girl to cook. Alright, you cook too sometimes. She ain't gotta fucking do the dishes all the time. Wash the clothes all the time. Shit, you do that shit too. And femmes, if you don't like that kind of treatment, don't take that shit, because you really don't have to. You know what I mean? A lot of these studs and a lot of these femmes got their heads gassed up because they're used to people just going along with their little program, their little bullshit, you know? You don't have to take that shit. You don't. So, don't do it. At the end of the day, for those of you who are looking for Mr. or Mrs. Right, trying to find your wifey or your studsman or whatever it is you're looking for, you need to give what you want to get. Alright? So, if you have constantly gone through ain't shit ass bitches, hoes, cheaters, people confused with their sexuality, liars, just if you've gone through all the things you don't want in a woman repeatedly, there's something about you. It's something about the choices that you make. It's something about your personality that's attracting these kind of chicks. You need to reevaluate your attitude and yourself. Whatever it is you expect to get out of your wife, you need to be able to give that back. Seriously. You gotta be willing to give as much as you want somebody to give to you. Point blank, period. Stop being entitled, because we were not born to serve other people, okay? Your girlfriend was not born to wash your drawers while you put your feet up and drink your beer because you're a king. If she does it, it's because she might love you, she's being nice, whatever, but she doesn't have to. Stop feeling entitled. And just because one ex-girlfriend or even 10 ex-girlfriends did it before your new chick, it doesn't mean that it's the new chick's job to do so. It's not. Everybody's different. So stop with the entitled shit. Be real and be a fucking adult. That's it. You know what I mean? I hate to meet entitled ass people. And I hate when entitled femmes try to talk to me. Talking about some, oh, well, I need a stud that's going to do this for me. Oh, you don't want to do it? Then you can't handle me. You're right, I can't handle that entitled shit. I can't. I can't handle a little girl. But I can handle a woman. But anyways, that's all I wanted to say. Everybody, you guys have a fabulous afternoon. And reevaluate your attitudes, please.